when the narcissist loses control over you. Expect this to happen. Being under the control of a narcissist is a deeply disorienting and suffocating experience. It feels like losing yourself piece by piece, as your thoughts, choices, and even your identity become dictated by their manipulation and dominance. At first they may seem charming, persuasive, and even protective, but over time, their influence becomes oppressive. They gaslight you, making you question your reality, instincts, and memories. You begin to doubt yourself, wondering if you're too sensitive or imagining things. The narcissist rewrites history, twists your words, and convinces you that you are the problem, making you feel confused and powerless. Over time, the constant control erodes your self-worth. You feel like a prisoner in your own life, unable to trust yourself or other people. The world outside the narcissist's control may seem distant, even terrifying, because they have conditioned you to believe that you are nothing without them. The worst part is the loneliness. Even if you are physically surrounded by people, the narcissist isolates you emotionally. They invalidate your pain, dismiss your concerns, and make you feel unseen and uncured. You may feel like screaming, but no one hears you. It's an existence of psychological warfare, where your mind is no longer your sanctuary. Yet deep inside there's a flicker of the person you used to be, the real you, buried under layers of manipulation. Reclaiming that person feels impossible, but the fact that you long for freedom means that hope still exists. Narcissists create a false self, a grandiose, superior identity that masks their feelings of deep inadequacy. However, this identity is not stable. It requires constant reinforcement. By controlling you, they ensure that you mirror back the version of themselves they want to believe in, where they are powerful, important, and admired, when really they lack inner stability and self-worth. Unlike emotionally healthy individuals, narcissists don't have a stable sense of self-worth. Instead of deriving confidence from within, they rely on external validation, attention, admiration, and obedience from you. Controlling you ensures a steady source of this validation, known as narcissistic supply. Narcissists have a deep fear of being abandoned or ignored. This stems from childhood wounds. They believe that if they don't control you, you will see their flaws and eventually leave. To prevent this, they manipulate, guilt trip, and dominate the relationship, ensuring that you remain dependent on them and too afraid to walk away. They thrive in a sense of superiority. Controlling you reinforces their belief that they are stronger, smarter, and more important than you. They see control as proof of their dominance. They fear that losing it would make them weak or inferior, because control protects them from their emotional pain. At their core, narcissists are emotionally fragile. If they allow you to have control, they might be criticized, rejected, or exposed. By maintaining dominance, they shield themselves from anything that could trigger their deep-seated feelings of shame, inadequacy, or failure. But they may also enjoy the thrill of manipulation. They see people as tools to be used, so they take pleasure in manipulating, deceiving, and dominating you. Watching you bend to their will gives them a rush of power and satisfaction. Control is not just a preference for narcissists. It is a psychological necessity. It protects their fragile ego, ensures a steady supply of validation, and shields them from their greatest fears: exposure, rejection, and insignificance. Without control, they feel like they are nothing. When a narcissist loses control, it feels like their entire world is crumbling. Control is their lifeline. It is the force that holds their fragile self-image together. So when it slips away, they experience intense psychological distress. At first, they feel a sense of sheer panic, because they are so used to bending reality to their will, manipulating you and dictating how you see them. So when you resist or break free, they feel like they are losing their power, and this is terrifying for them. They will scramble to regain control. They will try every manipulation tactic they know: gaslighting, guilt tripping, love bombing, or rage, because losing control strikes at the heart of their false self, which is the grandiose image they have created. So without control, they are forced to confront something they desperately avoid: their own inadequacy and weakness. This triggers a narcissistic injury, a deep emotional wound that makes them feel exposed, humiliated, and powerless, which may result in explosive outbursts, silent treatment, cold detachment, and even smear campaigns, to where they may spread lies, play the victim, and turn other people against you. This rage isn't just anger. It's an existential crisis. They are fighting to restore their dominance, because without it they feel like they're nothing. Beneath their arrogance, narcissists carry deep unresolved shame. Losing control forces them to face the truth: that they are not as powerful, important, or admired as they believe. This realization is unbearable for them, so they will project their pain onto you by blaming and attacking you, rather than accepting responsibility. Without control, they feel a sense of inner emptiness. They rely on controlling you to give their life meaning, and when it's gone, they feel hollow, restless, and even depressed. One of their deepest fears is being abandoned, ignored, or forgotten. Losing control over you feels like a death sentence. They fear that now you have seen through them, they will be discarded and left with nothing. Which is why, rather than reflecting or changing, they will typically become obsessed with regaining control. But if they can't manipulate you again, they will seek out new sources of supply. They will do whatever it takes to restore their sense of superiority and control. Because for a narcissist, losing control is like falling into an abyss. It triggers panic, rage, shame, and a desperate fight to reclaim power. Beneath it all, they fear one thing: that without control over you, they are insignificant and unlovable. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive the notifications. If you would like to support the channel, you can donate at paypal.me/Narc Survivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.